We gather today to celebrate the Ida B. Wells-Barnett High School class of 2021. Please welcome to the stage Chief of Schools Dr. Sean Bird, Portland School Board Member Director Andrew Scott, Principal Dr. Philippe Haristik, and Vice Principals Aisha Conning, Brian Covey, and Dr. Sarah Gandaria, along with staff speaker Ken Maroka. And now may I direct your attention as we welcome the Ida B. Wells-Barnett High School staff. And now you are welcome to stand as we introduce the first ever graduating class of Ida B. Wells-Barnett High School, led in by the counseling staff.
You guys can sit down now. Hi everyone, my name's Ruby, and on behalf of the class of 2021, as their ASB president, I want to welcome friends, family, and faculty to our commencement ceremony. It is with great honor that we recognize our platform guests this evening. Portland Public Schools Chief of Staff, Dr. Sean Bird, and also joining us is Portland Public Schools Director, Andrew Scott. Thank you both for joining us this evening. We look forward to now hearing from our school board, and this will be followed by a presentation from our superintendent, Guadalupe Guerrero.
Oh, class of 2021, you are my heroes.
Every generation is faced with something, right? But I think some generations are faced with more than others.
This has been a really unique senior year because of the unexpected happening.
Extraordinary circumstances over the last 15 months.
Being isolated from each other, being isolated from your teachers.
The class of 2021 is so special because we completed our high school careers in a uniquely challenging year. In the face of many obstacles, a global pandemic among them, we persevered.
What I think is unique about this class of 2021 is their ability to mentor and lead other students.
These kids, having gone through the pandemic, having gone through comprehensive distance learning, I think more adaptable than kids that have not been through this experience.
I think this class will be remembered as an example of how people can rise to an occasion.
That gaining of a different kind of rhythm will help the students of this class think about what is normal and how do we build our society and what do we ask of people.
The parents, the grandparents, this whole community is proud of them.
My hopes for all of you are that you have found that spark.
Whether they're moving on to college, or they're moving on to a career, or moving on to some other life adventure.
Congratulations, you've gone through more hoops than any class that I know of.
So excited for the class to walk across the stage to move from students of PPS to graduates of PPS and join the rest of the alums.
I'm hopeful that this class has very unique gifts. There's nothing can top the high you get from being an active member of the community.
Whatever it is you've had to deal with, whatever your circumstances, you're here. You've done it.
I would just like to thank the class of 2021 for these last 13 years. I wish all of us well as we emerge into the world and work to shape it anew.
Get out there and get vaccinated, get a job, change the world, and hug each other.
All right, there's no other video, okay. So let's recognize the two groups that have already performed for you this evening. Entrance music this evening was played by our very own Ida B. Wells Chamber Orchestra. Their pieces included Rigodon from Holberg Suite by Edvard Grieg, Allegro from Viola Concerto by Joseph Fiocco, and Eine kleine Nachtmusik by Wolfgang Mozart. The viola soloist was senior Oxeli Mende, who won the state solo competition for viola this year. Yes. The second group is the combination of our concert and symphonic bands. They played Pomp and Circumstance by Edward Elgar and they will play Wake Me Up Before You Go Go by George Michael during our recessional as well. And next, we are pleased to introduce the Ida B. Wells Wave Vocal Ensemble. They will be singing Kuimba by Victor Johnson, which translates Sing of Peace and Sing of Love. This will be followed by The Road Home by Stephen Paulus, which reminds our seniors that they will always have a road home from their hearts to ours.
Kuja, ebu kuimba, kuimba, 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 ebu muziki kwa muongozo wetu, ebu muziki kwa muongozo wetu, ebu muziki kwa muongozo wetu, ebu muziki kwa muongozo. Kuja, ebu kuimba, kuimba, kuja, ebu kuimba, kuimba, kuja, kuimba kwa moyo wa furaha, kuja, kuimba kwa moyo wa furaha, ebu muziki kwa muongozo wetu, ebu muziki kwa muongozo wetu, ebu muziki kwa muongozo wetu, ebu muziki kwa muongozo, muongozo wetu. Kuja, ebu kuimba, kuimba, 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 ebu muziki kwa muongozo wetu, ebu muziki kwa muongozo wetu, ebu muziki kwa muongozo wetu, ebu muziki kwa muongozo, muongozo, muongozo wetu. Kuja, ebu kuimba, ebu kuimba. Tell me where is the road I can call my own, that I left, that I lost so long ago. All these years I have wandered, oh, when will I know? There's a way, there's a road that will lead me home. After wind, after rain, when the dark is done, as I wake from a dream in the bold of day, through the air there's a calling from far away. There's a voice
Good evening. I am Julie Fleming.
And I am Kelly Milford.
Tonight, we would like to start by announcing our honors and awards for the class of 2021. When you have a moment, please take a look at the special insert in our program. We have listed many awards and honors that our amazing students have accomplished. One award that was just announced is the Portland Public School Board Scholarship, which is awarded to only one student in Portland Public Schools. We are proud to announce that this year's recipient is Adia Jones. We would now like to recognize our valedictorians. This year, we have 38 students who completed all 7 semesters while maintaining an unweighted 4.0 grade point average. They are identified with white cords. Will all 38 valedictorians please rise and face the audience? Thank you. In 2010, Portland Public Schools began using weighted grade point averages. Therefore, we acknowledge the student who has the highest weighted GPA. Please join me in acknowledging Ryan D. Koning for this extraordinary accomplishment.
We have several other groups of students we would like to recognize for their achievements. We will briefly acknowledge them and explain the color of their cord, medallion, or sash they are wearing this evening. At the very end, we will have all of these students rise as a group so you can acknowledge them. The first acknowledgement goes to our 63 Ida B. Wells scholars. Ida B. Wells High School offers a Scholars Recognition Program to provide a framework for students to plan a rigorous course of study with attention to all disciplines. Additionally, these students have completed 7 semesters with a minimum 3.5 cumulative grade point average to become Ida B. Wells Scholars. These students receive the Scholars Medallion for their achievement.
We have an active group of 10 seniors in student leadership. They're identified with a leadership sash. This year, 24 seniors have earned the Oregon State Seal of Biliteracy. This is awarded to students who have demonstrated high levels of language proficiency in 2 or more languages. They are identified with a medallion. We have 5 seniors that have served as a peer counselor. They are identified with a peer counseling cord.
We have 202 seniors receiving the honors cord. These seniors maintained a 3.5 or better GPA throughout their years in high school. They are wearing their gold honor cords tonight. We have 11 seniors graduating as members of the International Thespian Society. They are identified with a blue cord. We have 20 seniors in orchestra and choir who are identified with a green cord. In addition, there are 17 seniors in band who are identified by white sashes.
22 seniors have been honored with the PCC Dual Credit Honors Cord. These are for seniors graduating with 9 or more dual credits earned. They're identified with a blue and gold cord. 158 seniors receive their Career and Technical Education cord. The multicolored cord signifies our students in the areas of either computer science, business and marketing, audio engineering, construction, or health sciences. We have 5 seniors that have received their red and gray National Speech and Debate Association cord. We have 10 seniors who are being honored for their years of completion of the AVID program. They have received a cord for every year of involvement in the program.
Hi, my name is... We have 7 seniors who are being honored for their participation in the first and district-wide No Place for Hate peer facilitation training. These seniors lead the effort to embed anti-bias and anti-hate teaching and learning for the entire student body. They are designated by a black and yellow cord. We have 6 students who represent the first class of graduates of the AP Capstone program. These are designated by a red and white cord. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause to all of the seniors who earned a special cord, medallion, or sash. Please rise and face the audience. While we clearly have many outstanding and involved students at Ida B. Wells High School, the following 5 students are being recognized for being truly exceptional. First, we have the Outstanding Senior Award. This first award honors 2 graduating seniors considered to be the most outstanding in their class in terms of character, service, leadership, and scholarship. The Outstanding Senior Award recipients for the class of 2021 are Emma LeBeau and Zoe Carver. Please stand to be recognized.
The Mabel Whitted Award. This award honors one graduating senior who works earnestly, speaks kindly, and acts sincerely. This senior honors diversity and is accepting of all, rather than being exclusive. This senior is unselfish and places character first. This award was created to honor Miss Whitted, a former vice principal who exhibited these qualities. The 2021 recipient of the Mabel Whitted Award is Lexi Crake. Please stand to be recognized. The Outstanding Scholars Award. These awards honor 3 graduating seniors who are considered to be the most outstanding scholars in their class. More than merely earning good grades, these students truly love learning. The outstanding scholars of the class of 2021 are Bronte McInnes, Elaine Dimitrion, and Nolan Sodaway. Please stand.
Next, the Faculty Service Award. This award honors a graduating senior who has provided service to the faculty. Nominees have consistently performed outstanding, unselfish service on behalf of Ida B. Wells school community. This is an unsung hero who works quietly and modestly and who has not received honors or public recognition for their service. The 2021 recipient of the Faculty Service Award is Kata Montero. Congratulations to all of our winners. And now I would like to introduce our principal, Mr. Filip Hristic.
Nice job. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Buenas tardes. Assalamu alaikum. Shalom. Dobar dan. Families, friends, district officials, and esteemed guests, welcome. We're so glad to have you here finally together. Before I get started, I want to ask all the Ida B. Wells High School staff to please stand and wave. I cannot tell you enough how loving and hardworking and tenacious and creative these people are. Please stand, Ida B. Wells High School staff. Let's salute them. My name is Filip Hristic, and I'm the proud principal of Ida B. Wells High School. As you just heard, this class of graduating seniors is truly remarkable. 38 of our graduating seniors have earned a perfect GPA, and more than 200 are graduating with honors. Our graduates, you have completed 1,500 college-level courses. You've taken nearly 700 advanced placement exams. You've earned more than 700 college credits before even graduating from high school. You can clap. Even though college campuses were closed to visits last year, you still found ways to apply to universities and trade programs across the country and across the globe. You will be attending 70 different colleges and universities in 29 states and 4 countries. You have collectively earned $3.5 million in scholarships. Yes. Over the last 4 years, you've completed countless hours of community service. You served as student leaders, peer counselors, No Place for Hate facilitators. You've made beautiful paintings and photographs. You've performed in theatrical and musical productions. You've competed for city and state titles in athletics, robotics, chess, speech and debate, DECA, and more. I'm also proud that you have such exciting plans for after high school. You're the future engineers and psychiatrists, music educators and artists, nurses and doctors, graphic designers and neuroscientists, journalists, linguists, stage managers, music producers. You're the future teachers and principals. And now you're finally here, about to graduate from high school and embark on your next adventure. Earlier this year, a friend of mine told me a story I want to share with all of you. I hope you will humor me. More than 30 years ago, a group of daring scientists selected a barren plot of land in the middle of the Sonoran Desert to see if they could create a rich environment capable of supporting human and animal life. They built a giant dome made of glass. They created elaborate systems to control the climate, and they successfully cultivated more than 3,000 species of plants and animals. Over the course of several years, these visionary researchers made important scientific discoveries. They found creative ways to use microbes to purify water. They revitalized ailing corals, and they developed new ways to sustain life both on Earth and in space. But there was one thing they couldn't figure out how to do. They couldn't figure out how to grow trees. Even though they found ways to enrich soil, purify the water, and ensure plenty of sunlight, the trees inside this biodome simply collapsed after they reached a certain height. The roots of the trees were not strong enough, they were not deep enough, and the trunks were too weak to sustain the trees. Why did these trees grow rapidly only to collapse under their own weight? While these scientists were able to create and curate all the conditions needed to sustain many forms of life, there was one key element they overlooked: wind. As it turns out, it is wind that helps trees grow tall and strong. It is the swaying of the limbs in heavy storms that makes them stronger. and it is the pounding force of wind that drives the roots of trees deeper into the soil. Without wind, trees cannot mature, strengthen, and stand on their own. Over the last year and a half, as we weathered this pandemic storm, I've heard some people wonder if our young people will be okay. As I look at all of you today, as I think about all that you've been able to accomplish, and as I reflect on the stories of admiration your teachers and coaches share about all of you, I know that you're going to be more than just okay. I know that your roots are deep. I know that your spirit was made strong, and I know you're ready to reach for the skies. I also know that one thing we hopefully all learned over the last year and a half is that we're in this together. For better or worse, we depend on our families, our neighbors. We depend on doctors and truck drivers, cashiers and epidemiologists. We depend on friends and strangers in more ways than one. So class of 2021, keep marching, keep striving, keep aiming high. And as you continue to climb, be sure to lift each other and those around you. We love you, we respect you, and we're so very proud of you. Congratulations, class of 2021.
Hi, my name is Maxwell Sivers-Boyce, and I'm honored to introduce our first student speaker, Zoe Carver. Zoe has been a huge part of our very successful speech and debate team for the last 4 years. She was named speech captain for the last 3 years, and this year was a national qualifier in the Mock Congress event and was the Oregon State champion in the after-dinner speech event. Zoe was also captain of the Science Olympiad team, a part of the Model UN team, where she was a 2-time winner of the Best Country Representative Award, and she's one of our valedictorians. Please join me in welcoming Zoe Carver.
The first day I walked into Ida B. Wells, I felt like an ant. I mean, I was 14, so I wasn't actually that far off. But the school was terrifying, huge, easy to get lost in, and there were these scary things called seniors that kept roaming the halls. Speaking of the halls, I remember walking in through that door by the gym, seeing those wide open hallways, and wondering how I'd ever be able to navigate this gigantic school, how I'd ever feel big enough to take up the space those hallways required. But here's the thing about high school. It's a place to grow. Physically, I watched my peers spring up around me, 5'7", 5'8". Oh my gosh, is that kid 6'4"? Academically, I watched us become diligent, critical thinkers, always prepared with more questions than answers. Emotionally, I saw us become empathetic to one another, kindness taking root after whatever it is we called middle school. And just as I thought we were becoming the right size to fit our familiar school halls, they shut down. In March of 2020, we were told to go home. We were told that even though we had suffered flu season after flu season and even a MRSA outbreak, something far worse was coming. There was a daunting new reality. We'd have to grow without the support system our high school had made for us. It was hard. All of us suffered without having the mold we were so accustomed to. There's something great about not having a mold, though. There's no one to tell you when to stop growing. The class of 2021 has lost so much of our high school experience. Football games, homecoming, late-night study sessions for pre-calc, long talks with Mr. Lovelace. While it hurt us to be away from one another, we did what we had to do for the sake of our community, and we are so much stronger because of it. We are resilient, and instead of halls to be confined to, we have open fields from here on out. And wherever we go, from office buildings to courtrooms to hospitals. We will remember how our time here grew us all into the caring adults we are today. Thank you. Thanks.
Hello everyone. My name is Catalina Montero. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm so excited to introduce our second student speaker. I'm sure many of you know her for her inspiring poetry, mental health and equity activism, kick butt music, and existence as a wonderful human being. Without further ado, here's Mia Settery.
It's crazy to think that 1,460 days have finally passed, and suddenly we are the class of 2021. How did time fly so fast? I swear I blinked, and now we're at our last moment together before we take on the world. Here we are at graduation. I still can't believe we're at graduation. When I was younger, I thought when you graduated high school, you would have everything figured out. But here I am, and honestly, I don't know if I have anything figured out. I've spent 4 years in high school working so hard for a good GPA, but no one's gonna care about my math grade on a test that day. I've spent months working on how to use the rhetorical triangle the right way, but I still don't know how to do taxes or start a 401k. What if I'm not ready to go out into the world? I mean, I know that marginal revenue should equal marginal cost, but I still can't make anything more complicated than muffins from a box. And I can recite my only love sprung from my only hate, but what if I'm not ready to step up to the plate when it comes to life? But I've realized that life is more than the accumulation of memorization. Life is more than the tests and the homework and knowing things. Most things I've learned these past years weren't from essays typed up from a screen, but from those tiny moments in between. I learned to stay grounded by my family, but look up towards my dreams. I learned that life is hard, but not as scary as it seems. I learned over and over again how lucky I am to have such incredible friends. I learned that when one path ends, another just begins. I learned that people are pieces of who they are, were, and want to be. I learned that teachers are often the most selfless people that you'll meet. I learned we all work together to create the future we want to see. And I learned that we can get through anything. This year has been beyond difficult. There have been losses and struggles we could have never imagined just a year ago. And I think we need to take a moment to be proud that we got through and that we're here. No matter how you got here, no matter the late nights or the breakdowns, you still made it. We still made it. It's been a year full of division, but we've helped compassion multiply overnight. Injustice has plagued our nation, but we have stepped up to fight for what's right. And if that's not enough, we had an entire global pandemic to get through, but together, we found resilience, and I found resilience from all of you. I know that the world will continue to throw obstacles at us and that this year's problems are far from gone. But knowing what we've learned, what we've accomplished, what we've gotten through, I have no doubt that we can take it on. Thank you.
Our next speaker is someone who has inspired us these past 4 years of our lives. Not only has he supported us in our many endeavors, but he's encouraged us to work hard towards our goals and challenged us to be the best versions of ourselves. So let's give a large round of applause for Mr. Maroka.
So you'll have to excuse me. This speech isn't for all of you, it's for them, so I'm going to adjust this a little bit so I can talk to them. Graduates of the class of 2021, families, and fellow faculty, it's an honor to have been selected as the faculty speaker for this year's graduating class. Graduations are very special moments for so many people. In my family, it's one of the big three events where Marocas show up for each other. Weddings, funerals, and graduations. That's the three. I'm humbled to be part of this for all of you and your families. For some of you, today marks just another rite of passage as you transition from childhood into adults. For others, today marks the completion of a hard and challenging journey. Regardless of how you got here, you should all be proud to be sitting here now at this moment. You've all earned this by your hard work and dedication. Even when school didn't look or feel normal, we can all agree that Zoom classes and asynchronous assignments are not the best way to do school. And yet, you all persevered through until the end to earn a chance to be here, sitting with your friends and classmates tonight. Some of you will be the first in your families to go on to college. Others will continue a family legacy of attending the same school, while others will find their path and calling down a different road. Whatever your plans, wherever you're headed, I hope you take with you some of the teaching and learnings from your time with us at Ida B. Wells High School. I mean, just there, Ida B. Wells, our school's new name. This is an important moment in our school's history that all of you will forever have been a part of. You're the first graduating class under the new name. Let that sink in for a minute. I once heard a saying that when you're the first to do something, make sure you're also not the last. And you won't be. Because of the efforts of many of you, today marks the first of many graduating classes from Ida B. Wells High School. The renaming of our school doesn't happen without you. Without the push from you, the students, that change doesn't happen. You collectively found your voice and harnessed your power to lead in the process. You see, you're not powerless in this world. In fact, when your energies are all working together in the same direction for a better experience for all students, the decision makers listened. They had to listen. It's amazing what can happen when you take the lead and work collectively. It's amazing the power you possess to enact change. Change. There's another lesson. Change happens. Whether you want it to or not, it happens. And that's okay. Because no one ever accomplished anything great by staying still. Great accomplishments aren't possible without a desire or willingness to change. The status quo never put a person on the moon or invented electric vehicles. And the status quo won't cure illness or disease. It's change and the desire for something better that will lead to better solutions for today's and tomorrow's problems. Embrace change. Welcome change. Look forward to change. Even better, be a catalyst for change. Be willing to challenge the status quo. Young women, follow the leads of great women like Greta Thunberg, Naomi Osaka, and Megan Rapinoe. Hold leaders accountable for their impacts on women in the world. Find the agency to advocate for yourself, whether that be protecting your own mental health or demanding fair compensation. And young men, help to challenge the current patriarchy that is the status quo. Be the man who makes space at the table for women. Be an ally in their quest for things like equal pay and the right to have control over their own personal health. Then, as change starts to happen, an amazing thing concurrently happens. Perspectives also change. You see, the funny thing about perspective is something that can seem so huge when you're close to it can simultaneously seem so small the further you get away from it. This is true of physical objects like the moon. Just ask Mr. Minato as he discusses it with his astronomy club. But it is also true of moments in time, like these last 4 years. The years you've spent with us are fresh in your memory, recent, and seem so monumental. The highs and lows of high school have consumed you for the past 4 years, but what's great is that all of you are about to enter the next phase of your lives, in a time when your futures will begin to take shape and your experiences here at Ida B. Wells, whether good or bad, will become further and further away and smaller memories. The things that seem so important now and so huge in the moment will give way to other major events in your lives. Many of you will go on to college or travel abroad. Many will start families and new careers, move to new cities or countries. Those new moments will seem large, and these memories will grow smaller in your rearview mirror. I say this not to diminish the accomplishments you've made so far, but to remind you that there are bigger and better ones ahead of each and every one of you. High school's consumed about 1/5 of your lifetime at this point, but with each passing year, it'll be less and less significant, and you will have to move aside for the next moment. Live in those moments. Enjoy them while they're massive and you are close to them, because soon they too will become small and distant memories. And while many of these future moments will be unique to each of us as individuals, I want to remind you of one last lesson. This is the one that we've all learned over this past year about community and interdependence. The pandemic has robbed us all of so many moments, and it's also brought into focus the way in which we are all connected to one another. It's easy to focus on all that's taken away from you, the missed proms and senior sunrise. But what about what it is given? What about the chance at a new perspective on what's important? How our time spent in shutdowns has allowed us to better see what matters the most. There are many things in life you won't have any control over, like natural disasters and global pandemics. But you will have control over is how you will respond. You have control over how you choose to see the moment. You have control over your perspective. You have control over how you choose to see others and what you choose to do in each moment. You'll all soon be entering the adult world of work and families, what teachers have been calling the real world. You know, I actually hate it when people in education say that to students, by the way, as if your daily struggles and hard work for the last 13 years of school hasn't been real. What they mean, though, is that daily grind of the working world, the sitting in traffic to go to your job or career you may or may not like, to then just sit in meetings all day and where you have deadlines and responsibilities beyond yourselves, the daily slog of life, stopping for groceries, taking kids to soccer practice, waiting for the MAX line or bus, all of these little moments that total our lives. How will you navigate, for lack of a better term, the real world? Will you choose to be angry at what you didn't get, or will you be grateful for what you have? Will you choose to be frustrated at the person who just cut you off in traffic, or the store clerk who's maybe not as friendly as you would like? Or will you give people the benefit of the doubt? Will you pause for a moment and consider that maybe the person who cut you off in traffic is on their way to see a loved one who's in failing health and they're afraid they won't make it in time? Or that the store clerk who was short with you might simply be tired because they're working at the end of a double shift just to make ends meet? Would that change your perspective in that moment? Would that change your response? Will you enter each moment from the perspective of focusing on yourselves, or will it be from the perspective of focusing on others? That's a choice you'll have in every moment, every day. And I hope that over these last 4 years, we've imparted on all of you the skills and empathy to choose wisely. Thank you for selecting me to be a part of this moment. On behalf of the Ida B. Wells faculty and staff, we love you all. We're so very proud of you all. Congratulations, class of 2021.
Let's give it up for Mr. Maroka. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we will begin the presentation of diplomas for the class of 2021. Yes, we ask you to hold your applause so everyone is able to hear their name called. Seniors, you may now prepare to receive your diplomas.
Du Merci Pierre. Ruby Park. Charlie Carey. Celia Connor Smith. Maxwell Sivers Boyce. Zoe Carver. Catalina Montero. Mia Settery. Bridget McMurray. Kirsten Sam Cuddy. Yaniv Horenstein. Q Mankowski. Emma LeBeau. Kiana Roletto. Jaquan Smith.
Khadija Abdallah. Mohammed Abdallah. Baja Abdi. Sumaya Abdullahi. Ruth Gregorian. Jackson Mastrorilli. Nuruddin Adan. Willis Albright. Mulki Ali. Ikram Ade. Rory Alspa. Rose Amberwood. Duha Idris. Isabel Andergaard. Abigail Anderson. Colin Anderson. McKenna Antonini. Brandon Appleberry. Mohammed Arheim. Claire Asplund. Cece Austin. Trey Avant. Hunter Axthelm. Riley Bear. Joran Bannister. Miles Cochran. Lane Barnes. Genevieve Belgique. Logan Benjamin. Hannah Bennett. Karina Bernal Serrato. Samuel Bernhardt. Luke Bexelius. Abigail Biggs. Logan Bishoprick. Sincere Love Bivens. Liam Blackwell Weiss. Solena Blansett. Naya Blasio. Savannah Blount. Joey Boyce. Madeline Bradford. Emma Brady Wright. Jaden Brannon. Quinlan Braun. Scott Brimmer. Walter Bringenberg. Katja Brodsky. Bridget Brown. Ella LaHue Brown. Quinn Brown. Blue Brunson. Paige Buckwalter. Maya Isabel Budwig. Theo Burkett. Lily Burland. Evan Burlingame. Jasper Bushnell. Karine Karyan. Sam Castellano. Ryan Castor. Jackson Castor. Jaden Cawley. Jackie Kanan. Juniper Ceballos. Kaiden Shikani. Mackenzie Chandler. Patrick Charlie. Dylan Chittard. Jane Christiana. Jack Cicerone. Lex Cirillo. Paloma Glanton. Joey Wyden. Camden Cofield. Tal Cohen. Camille Colasaco. Mario Colasurdo. Lily Conway. David Kudley. Mimi Kudley. Joshua Cook. Anders Kozart. Zach Craven. Paige Crawford. Alan Cruz. Ravi Kullup. Ryan Cunningham. Savannah Danger. Ivy Davis. Madison Day. Isa Nis de los Santos. Annika Deasley. Akira Deeb. Ryan DeConing. Elaine Dimitrion. Dominic Dente. Ollie Devereaux. Phoebe Diamond. Shota Diffley. Kira Dobbins. Murrin Dodge. Adam Robert Dowling. Matthew Beeman Dowling. Zoe Rayui Drozdowski. Dominic Duda. Ashley Eddy. Nathan Edwards. Caleb Ellison. Amelia Elsasser. Sophia Engstrom. Ava Everett. Silas Feld Dene. Henry Fleming. Emma Flick. Oliver Flood. Natalie Ford. Ori Friesen. Samuel A. Frost. Sonia Gomez Murillo. Will Garahan. Sharna Gatpandan. Kieran Ghetto Gilmartin. Liam Gibler. Alexander Geiger. Kelson Gipp. Maya Gordon. Isabella Grant. Colby Graves. Roland Griffiths. Ellie Guthrie Johnson. Devin Hall. Murrin Harker. Madeline Harlan. Hallie Harris. Spencer Hartzog. Hamza Hassan. Mohammed Hassan. Caleb Heading. Olivia Henderson. Alexander Herba. Ashton Hester. Daniel Holland. Lee Jasuk Hallobeck. Parker Hoot. Eric Hopkins. Ella Horvat. Isabella Hunt. Jack Hunter. Luke Hunter. Sylvia Ingram. Kanasia Jackson. Christy Jackson. Isaac James. Shu Lien Dao. Gabriel Johnson. Adia Jones. Do Joy. Thomas Junker. Anika Justice. Sydney Kaufman. Lily Kimling. Connor Kempton. Nicole King. Bela King. Benjamin Kono. Lexi Craik. Joseph Kressel. Henry Croker. Ethan Lada. Dino Lieback. Ella Lieback. Jackson Lee. Emma Leland. Ainsley Leoff. Zachary Lewis. Logan Liebold. Stuart Lidberg. Robin Litton. Gus Livermore. Lucas Lohman. Gabriel Lopez. Trinity Lorraine. Flynn Lors. Kyra Lyons. Sullivan Mag. Mary McDonald. Finn Madden. Sharifa Madhu. Austin Magana. Samuel Maku. John Maroney. Alexander Martins. Ava Isabella Martins. Kayla McCauley. Finnegan McCarthy. Andy McCorkle. Noah McGrath. Emma McKee. Bronte McKinnis. Madison McKissick. Grayson McWhorter. Kathleen Meldrum. Axeli Minde. Osman Minye. Sophia Merrill. Ethan Mershon. Owen Mester. Julia Myers. Genevieve Michael. Lucy Michaud. Peter Mildenberger. Abigail Miller. Ethan Mills. Dylan Mioto. Dylan Mollican. McKenna Moraney. Amelia Morgan. Logan Moses. Leo Monks. Ian H. Murray. Hannah Murphy. Ronnie Murphy. Wyatt Murphy. Leanne Muthoni. Genevieve Nash. Brenna Nelson. Audrey Nixon. Matthew Nixon. Ethan Ortega. Diaz Orazbayev. Myri O'Toole. Calder Ovard. Tyhedriana Overton. Sophie Palmer. Audrey Parker. Melia Patrick. Erasto Paula. Kara Pena. Kyler Perkins. Dylan Perry. Jacob Person. Antoine Philippon. Aaron Penny. Ani Posner. Eleanor Potter. Lucy Quinn. Brandon Ramirez. Ella Ray. Manuel Rios Fitting. Logan Robertson. Mara Romo. Benjamin Rue. Brianna Santa Maria. Xander Samuelson. Graciela Sastre. Ethan Satterston. Giuliano Scasso. Nico Schaefer. Nina Schiefelbein. Michael Schuth. Leo Schulhoff. Ezra Scriven. Jasmine Serrano. Keegan Shemiklis. Abdul Qadir Sheikh Ahmed. Margot Shipton Cook. Natalie Shreve. Ofek Shriki. Opal Sierbinsky. Paul Simcoe. Jennifer Sliffman. Helen Sloop. Zasu Smith. Jackson Solers. Nolan Satowe. Lindley Allen Calicote Spencer. Amelia Stabler. Mateo Stange. Ainsley Stapleton. Meredith Stapleton. Alicia Starkey. Bodie Starr. Sophia Stedman. Sophia Steinmetz. Alma Stevens. Abigail Mary Stewart. Talia Stout. Manar Surer. Musa Taylor. Peyton Tyson. Cole Thomas. Zachary Thomas. Liam Thompson. Jess Thurman. Jackson Thurman. Grant Towers. Malia Triplett. Toktun Tumorhu. Luke Utzman. Milena Vanderparen. Christiana Varner. Ethan Volk. Jordan Volin. Jonah Vu. Connor Walsh. Mariah Washington. Phoebe Webb. Lynn Weeks. Jack Weinberg. Kwanjai Welch Lucier. Miles Wells. Desmond Wint. Jordan Winger. Jackson White. Quinn Wilcox. Kai Williams. Jaden Wynn. Emily Wood. Jackson Woodbury. Luke Woodland. Rachel Woods. John Workman. Escher Wright Dykehouse. Zane Youngren. Aiden Zafina. Ilana Altland. Violet Altland.
As superintendent of the Portland Public Schools, I am so proud of this class of 2021. Congratulations. It's my absolute privilege to recognize this important milestone in your educational journey. Because of a lot of individual effort and perseverance, and I know that that journey has also come with a great deal of support from family, from friends, from teachers, and other adults who have supported you along this way. So not only am I absolutely proud of your efforts as a graduate of PPS, but I also want to give a shout out to the grandparents, the aunts and uncles, the cousins, the friends, your peers on campus, and most importantly, all of those supportive adults, the teachers and the other folks on campus who really, I hope, help to keep your personal goals in mind as you think about your post-secondary career. Because of your experience here in the Portland Public Schools, you're walking away with some critically important skills that are going to help you be successful in navigating and continuing to accomplish the goals that you have for yourself. Here at PPS, we talk about this graduate portrait, the skills that we hope that each one of you have as a result of your experience with us. We hope that you are prepared to really lead a more socially just world. This class of 2021 is special for a couple of reasons. We've dealt with a pandemic that has challenged us to learn in new and different ways. We have been at the epicenter of a long overdue racial uprising, and there's been an economic crisis that has impacted so many of our families. And through it all, you've shown a great deal of perseverance and resilience in staying focused on your learning and on your learning goals. So to that, my hat's off to you. Class of 2021, thank you for your grace, your flexibility, and your perseverance. Thank you for inspiring all of us. Your legacy will shine brightly for generations to come.
Seniors, you know we love you, you know we respect you, you know that we admire you. We know that it was your hard work that helped you get here this evening, but we also know that you didn't get here on your own. So our graduating class, will you please stand and give a big round of applause to your families who have assembled here this evening and thank them for their role in helping you be here tonight. It's a lot of car rides, a lot of nagging, a lot of reminders, a lot of love. So thank you, Ida B. Wells families and supporters. In a few minutes, we will conclude the ceremony. All students and families should exit out of gate C and B. I believe that's that way. Towards Providence Park sign and clock. Thank you. Seniors, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Are you ready for the turning of the tassels? Are you ready for the turning of the tassels? All right. So on the count of 3, move your tassels from right to left. 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to present the class of 2021. Congratulations and thank you for coming. Families are welcome to stay and enjoy the slideshow. Woohoo! Graduates, please stand, or please start the recessional. Congratulations.